Oh wow, 49 million.
Yeah, it's 49. I would have thought could have been something else, but 49 million. And be honest, seeing that house for the mansion for 135 million would have been something else.
No, but the $49 million deal.
Oh,
we spoke about, that was that would have been a great opportunity.
Well, nowadays, shit. I mean, especially
that would have been a great opportunity.
Especially how the market is now. That's a great opportunity.
We live, ready to go?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's going on? What's going on? It feels great. People, what's going on? It's boy Bob from Mentourme alongside.
Boy Mike, the advisor. What's going on?
People, as you guys know, we do every Thursday night. We're talking about the painful truth. Tonight, we're talking about a relationship topic. We really want to give some insight, give some gems, give you ladies some direction, and really dive into it. Mike, I want you to kind of tell them what's today's topic, man. Really dive in and really tell them why did we choose this topic also.
Yeah. You know why I wanted to choose it? Actually, I'm going to give credit where it's due. It's been going around recently. Some people may have seen it, some people may have not. But
what's the topic?
Well, the topic basically is why, from a man's point of view, why, certain women, not all women, obviously, but why certain women, are not ready to be with a man. And I got this because, T.D. Jakes has a piece of his sermon floating around.
T.D. Jakes, right?
He's floating around on, Spiritual World, all these different websites, these little, these little blog sites. And they caught the clip of the part where he talked about, women being raised as men.
Correct.
And not having a need for us, right?
Correct.
But then wonder why we shy away. So in that sermon, I saw the actual whole piece beforehand. It was a Father's Day piece, actually. So he was talking about pouring in. What real men do, what real men we pour in is what he was talking about. So great sermon. I definitely should go see it, called Pour In by T.D. Jakes. But nonetheless, it gave me some insights on why I believe most women actually are not ready to be with a man. You know what I'm saying? Not most. I mean, I say that certain women are not ready to be with a man or shouldn't be with a man at this current point. And if they match any of these,
shit straight. There's a lot of women, they're not ready for a man.
No, they are. They're not.
They're not ready.
They're not ready.
A lot of women ain't ready for a man, and we're gonna talk about that tonight. There's a lot of y'all just, feel because of beauty and just the fact that your homegirl felt you deserve a man, you think you deserve a man. That's not how things work. There's more to it. There's more to.
We're humans. You're a human. You deserve to be loved a certain way. I deserve to be loved a certain way. You know what I'm saying? So, but let's start with this, right?
Okay.
And I want to start with this. Since we already kind of spoke about that. Too independent. That's the first point.
Okay. You know what? I think a big part of this, the women being so independent, it comes with
not being independent, but being too independent.
You see where it comes in a lot of different angles, right? Mm-hmm. If you look at the lifestyle.
Shout out to the gas station gummies.
Juju was popping. What's going on? You know what? This topic here is a real great topic, and here's the honest truth, right? The two independent comes from a lot of different things, right? Sometimes the women's circle of friends. Sometimes the fact that they've been dating low quality men for a long time.
Yeah.
And when you're babysitting low quality men, you start to feel superior at all times.
Yeah. Not
realizing the caliber of men you date. Is the reason that your mindset is putting you in that element. Mm-hmm. 3, a lot of single women, they're dealing with life by themselves.
Being single too long?
Yes, that's correct. Okay. You got to really think about it. Imagine being single 5 years, being single 3 years, being single 4 years, being single 6 years. You start to feel like, okay, I got a grip on life. I don't need nobody.
Yeah,
I know what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. So this man coming in my life, he's just there. He's not a value added benefit to my life. Especially if you picking low quality, 3-chain holder, Turo riding type of men.
You talking about Turo riding like they ain't got no car?
Yeah, okay. Correct. Renting cars all day, living at their parents' house.
So
4 chains on.
Here's my thing, right? And you brought up a great point. The reason why I believe women that are too independent are not ready for a relationship is very simple. You have no room for a man.
Oh, facts. Clarify that. When you say no room, as in, okay.
We are designed to be needed.
Correct.
Rephrase that. We're designed to be needed. So, what do I mean? And fellas and ladies, you can even
comment below
and let me know. But would it be safe to say that it's much more common practice for you to ask me for something than vice versa?
That's facts. That's very common. That's all some women know.
Just the opposite sex. It's more common for you to ask me as a male for something, not money related. It could just be anything. And for me to do what? Provide that. Because men, we want to feel needed. Correct. Especially from whoever we're going to be with. Another example. Here's an example TD gave. No man, every man's character and, what's another word I could put for it? Ego will be tested if he has to wake up and go ask his wife for some lunch money.
Oh yeah, come on now. Yeah. But you know what?
Baby, I need some money. I need $20 for lunch today. He's gonna feel a certain type of way. If it's the other way around, he's gonna feel some type of way if he doesn't have it to give.
Correct.
Follow me what I'm saying now. If I don't have it to give, I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna be feeling some type of way because she asked me. I'm gonna feel some type of way like, damn, if I ain't got it to give, I'm like, all right, baby, I ain't got 20, but here you go, here's 5. Then you gonna leave the house, you gonna be thinking about, oh damn, man, I gotta get this money, man. I can't have my girl asking me for money.
You solve the problem.
You think we're problem solvers naturally.
For sure.
We want to do that.
That's real men though. You gotta be honest. That's real men.
Correct.
They love to solve problems.
So to the point that I'm making is that the women who end up being too dependent by either environment,
correct,
or or through heredity, right? And what I mean by that is through their upbringing, environment. They live in the hood, or they're around dudes who always need a girl to take them somewhere here, pick them up here, drop them off here. They end up playing that role where they shouldn't be, because they're with men who are still children.
Correct,
right?
Man boys.
They're man boys, as we spoke about, right? I think we should do a second segment on man boys. But the reason why I say this is because women who are too independent by environment, they end up becoming independent because their environment doesn't allow them to not be. And they don't want to be vulnerable, right? Because that's the worst place to be for anybody, male or woman, is to be vulnerable.
Correct.
So they're in an area where the men can't provide not a damn thing, right?
Correct.
So they got to be the one to be like, let me pull my bootstraps up and go do this and go provide it, because there's no ideal running mate or partner who can step in and be that dominant person where they can lay back and be in their femininity.
There's also that social factor.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense too, man. But you also got to realize too, there's a lot of women that have, when we go back to social factors, that it's like an inspiration to hear that, oh, I'm single, I'm independent. Then they psychologically lie to themselves that they get older, realizing they still single. Oh, I don't really need a man. I never wanted a man. A man, if he comes, he comes.
Correct.
You're saying
as
that,
an option.
You're saying that now
you
because
have no room for me.
Your options have been limited, and you're starting to see that your age is increasing. So now you're using that as a tool to escape the reality of the situation, that you need to try to readjust the mindset that you have when it comes to that whole independent. I don't need him, man. If he come, he come. It is what it is.
Right. If you're too independent, you have no need for me.
So why would a person date you?
Why would a person date you? Yeah.
So
why would you even need to be in a relationship with dating a man?
It makes no sense.
That's number one. Second thing I want to tap into is a big one. It's a very big one.
Which one? Where
it's not our biggest, but it's a big one. And everybody deals with it. It's not just men. It's not just women. But women in particular, because they hold on to this a little longer. And these are the unhealed wounds.
Oh, facts.
And when I say unhealed wounds, it's not that these wounds are not warranted. What I mean by that, it's not that these wounds came because you asked for them. These wounds were caused by us.
Facts.
My side of the fence caused these wounds.
Different types of us, right?
Right? You got cheated on.
Correct.
By us. You got lied to horribly by us. You were told one thing and he had a whole other life, right? You were abused by us, physically, mentally, sexually. Right? So because I know what we're capable of doing and what we have done to the opposite sex, right? So a lot of unhealed wounds, and this goes for both sides, but since we're men talking to women, unhealed wounds you should never, and what I mean by that, and it goes by heredity. You can be raised with these unhealed wounds, or your environment, meaning the people you've been around, who you kept close to you. A lot of the boyfriends you had were really Judas. You get what I'm saying?
Correct.
Like they did you so wrong in the end, if that makes sense, right? So some women were raised to where their mother never loved them.
Oh, that's a big one. I've dated a woman like that.
Yeah, I've dated
it's a real problem.
Or let me not say never loved them. Their mother loved them because they're their mother, but not properly.
Not supportive enough.
Just because she birthed you doesn't mean she was actually a mother, right?
That's true.
And most women can understand that she didn't really step in to actually be your mom, to be your actual mother, to show you motherhood, womanhood. She just ended up getting pregnant with you. She birthed you, and because she came out of her, and she off and on has her swings, her mood swings. I love my baby, da da da. But she tolerates you, but she's not being a mother to you. So that's an unhealed wound. And a lot of people, and even when Kevin, rest in peace, was around, exposed this a lot in certain women, whether you like him or not. But the reason why he brought up the therapy is because a lot of unhealed wounds haven't been resolved, right?
And it's very true.
They haven't been. I know you can go, and it goes back into being too independent, right? That's all connected.
Yeah, I don't need a person.
You don't need a person
telling me what's my faults, what's my weaknesses.
Right.
How do I take those weaknesses and transition it to become a better person in a positive manner?
Right. And some people could do it themselves. What I'm saying is you don't need to specifically go see a therapist. I'm just saying whatever it is you do, there needs to be a better way, because most of the time you are not qualified to cure yourself of the current situation, because your current thinking got you where you are, but you're not qualified to handle that certain situation. Certain situations that I have in my life, I'm not qualified to handle. If I have high blood pressure, I go see somebody who's qualified, a doctor.
Yeah, correct.
Doc, I've been having what's going on, but they're going to give you a regimen.
The problem too is that when women have these unhealed wounds, Mike, is that they don't realize that it's baggage to the man on the opposing side. That's a lot of baggage
on both sides
that a man has to deal with.
Because you're bringing in the baggage.
Imagine. So a man can't be in a world where he's living a stress-free life. Mm-hmm. And then you bring in baggage, and your baggage is not even, which we're going to talk about next, debt and all that good stuff. Mm-hmm. Your baggage is emotional baggage. Yeah. Your baggage is not being mentally stable. Your baggage is insecurity issues. Your baggage is
trust issues.
Imagine argumentative habits. Your baggage is things that, which is crazy. You could actually control to a certain degree if you made adjustments, if you wanted to make adjustments. But by theory, they put this world put men in this type of psychological behavior where, well, she's a pretty woman, so just take everything with her.
Yeah.
Take all the BS that she comes with, no matter what.
You know what T said? You cute, you pretty, boo, but you empty.
And that's facts.
You pretty, but you empty.
He's stating there's no substance.
You can't pour nothing into me. You can't pour nothing into me. So yeah, you pretty, but you can't pour nothing into me. So it doesn't matter how beautiful the vase is.
It's real talk.
Or how expensive it is. If it's empty, no matter how thirsty you are, it can't do nothing for you. But once water's poured into it, then it can pour into other things. So when he broke it down that way, I said, oh, wow. We're meant to do that as men. And a lot of women have dated men who are liabilities and not assets.
For sure.
I can't fix that in a sense. But what we're doing today is more so it's an awakening, right? To figure out the type of men are you talking to? Are they really liabilities or are they assets? How do you identify an asset? We'll have a next segment talking about that, right? What type of man is an asset versus man is a liability? But the unhealed wounds, that baggage of you bringing the preconceived notions.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
You're dealing with stuff. She
Yeah,
snapped on you for no reason, and you don't even know why.
Imagine. And you know, one of the biggest things I've seen with women like that have those unhealed wounds is like when they're upset, the world has to stay in that upset mode with them for as long as they feel like it.
They feel ready.
When they're ready, even if it's a week later, 2 weeks, that's when they finally release and open back up to communication.
So then the unhealed wounds is going to tie into, and I love how we're doing this because they're all going to tie in together, right? But the next thing I want to talk to, so we spoke about being too independent.
Yeah,
right?
a lot of women, we
spoke about unhealed wounds, how that brings baggage. So these are the reasons why I believe if you're a woman and you're dealing with this, don't be with a man, because it's just going to make it worse. The third thing that I see is immaturity, mentally and financially.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you right now, okay?
And you just spoke about it.
This is so big. Nothing is worse than a woman who has dated garbage men.
Yep.
Has great education, but financially you're immature because nothing financially is in order with you. Mentally, you bring nothing but immaturity to the table. You're mad at everything. Nothing that is
a brat.
Oh, I love the brat statement. I'm a brat, and you just don't know how to handle me. Why should we have to handle you? This is why you're single now. Why should a man have to handle you?
And it's vice versa.
This is foolish.
I agree. Women shouldn't have to handle us. You know what I'm saying? I believe as adults.
I never could understand that whole statement.
There becomes a point where
handle what?
There comes a point where, as an adult, you put away childish things. Children catch tantrums.
Some women don't think they're immature.
No,
women don't believe they're immature.
No.
They don't. They swear they're mature to every degree.
Let me rephrase that. Some women believe that their immaturity or being a brat should be accepted.
Oh.
You either accept it or keep it moving. Or keep it moving.
Oh yeah, I'd rather keep it moving.
So as in, this is just how it is what it
is. Too many options.
No, I don't want that.
Too many options.
Hold on, what? How old are you again? No, I said no. This is what I want. So you're a grown ass woman, but in this situation, you're 3. Okay. All right.
Imagine.
But let's switch the tables again, right? When a man is immature, when a man is being a baby, he ain't shit. He a little boy. He ain't no man yet. Do you see the levels of
You ever heard a woman say this? This is so crazy.
You see the levels of expectation, right?
It really is. Imagine. There's women that even I've seen on social media, I've seen also, in real life, dating women. I don't like when men say no to me. I just keep it moving.
You know
I just keep it moving. I don't even want to. A woman like that, I don't even want to understand nothing about it. It's just that immaturity, that immature statement tells me a lot about you.
You gonna love
I don't like when men say no to me. What are you?
You gonna love this one.
What do you think you?
You're gonna love this one.
These women must think they're the only. They God's gift. That's crazy.
You gonna love this one.
It's crazy.
Here's the one that's been going around a lot. My love language is whatever you want, baby. You can have whatever you want. That's your love language.
Mm-hmm.
So you want me to pour into you forever. You can't give me nothing back. That's what that sounds like to me. But so this is where in our dumbed down, mediocre life that we live, inclusive, want to be included type of life that we live, we don't really know the ramifications and the impacts what social media has done to us.
Correct.
Right? As adults, as human beings.
Oh, the mindset
as women, as men, we don't know what it's done to us. You got grown men dancing. Listen, we'll get to that another day.
That whole dancing, like that whole feminine dancing.
It's not even that. It's just
crazy.
The things that people do. But my point is this, right? Is that there are women who really live by these memes. Oh, my love language is whatever you want, baby. So hold on. You want to be able to ask me for anything, and you just get, oh yes, whatever you want, baby. Okay, so you want to be worshipped. Obviously.
Correct.
You want to be treated as a princess.
Put them on a pedestal. They want to be on a pedestal.
You want to be elevated to the top.
You want to be on a pedestal.
No issue if that's what you deserve, baby. But when I'm at my lowest, because eventually I will run dry. Eventually I will not be able to pour into you.
Make sure you're comfortable spending $300-$400. Make sure you're comfortable picking up heavy tabs, mortgage
What
payments.
can you pour into me? Say, baby, no. Tonight, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do something a little different. Or we're going to go to this park. Today, our date is going to be under 50.
Yeah, we're going to save some money and do this. We're not going to spend the money.
We're going to be something creative. Let's forget money. It's going to be creative. It's going to be something we've never done.
No. Women, 2022 women, Mike, they creative. Mike, there's some women that all they know is Dubai, Atlanta, Georgia, Tulum.
If you don't set up a date, they ain't going nowhere.
We're in a different world, Mike. Immaturity is accepted. Because nowadays, some women are not even dating for probable reasons.
No.
It's just, okay, he's an athlete. Okay, he has a lot of money. That's it. They don't care if they're getting abused, but they rent paid. Oh, he cute, he's handsome. That's why these situations are happening. But you also see how many women now men are abusing.
Mm-hmm.
How many women now are getting killed. Mm-hmm. Condolences. Mm-hmm. You see like what the ramifications that's happening in regards to what's being accepted in relationships now. Immaturity. Immature decisions get you immature results. That's just the reality.
I believe this, right?
Yeah.
How can I explain this? I'm going to explain this in a way so everybody can understand. I'm not even going to take it to a religion aspect, right? But
I don't know religion. Yeah, I don't know who will say
it. Okay, but there's a saying, right? There's a saying that says, keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Correct.
Well, in a certain book, right, there was an enemy that was very close to the boss. But the boss knew the enemy was close.
Yeah.
He did not let his goons kill that enemy. He said no. He said no. He said no. He said no. We'll leave him because he knew. Because why? If I keep my enemies close, I know what's next.
Correct.
Right? Which means what?
Mm-hmm.
When something goes wrong or you do me dirty or whatever the case is,
correct.
Being able to let go and say, you know what? I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill it with kindness, or I'm gonna go ahead and be the bigger person.
Correct.
That shows maturity. But the person that says, "Oh, forget that. This is what we're gonna do," like the stuff that you see on these, reality TV shows, God. Women going crazy, yelling, that's what I said, girl. That's what I said." Like being nasty, mean, and rude is accepted. It's cool, right? Men and women. Toxicity has become kind of like a dress code in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like just wear it and you'll be good.
But also we gotta be fair too. Like people haven't realized that these reality shows is entertainment. And what's crazy is some of these reality superstars, quote unquote, as some of y'all call them, they get dumped just like local individuals. And the reason why is
they're empty.
They're empty inside. There's no substance. It's just a whole bunch of, I guess, red bottoms, nice hairdos, by theory, influencers. And
I believe
the truth is, the relationships ain't getting better.
This is the era of the microwave, is what I call it.
Correct.
People think you can just put two people in a room, boom, microwave. It's going to be a happily ever after marriage.
For real.
30 kids together forever. You're gonna be traveling the world, content creating. Listen, guys.
I like how she said it's the city girl culture.
It is the city girl culture.
It's true, the city girl culture.
It is. But let's be fair though, right? What do I mean? The city girl culture is not nothing new. It's just evolved. Because before city girls you had Trina.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? During that same time you had Lil' Kim, right? Correct. So you know what I'm saying? This has kind of always been there. Oh, I'm sorry, you had Cardi B, then you had going backwards. But my point is this: that's not new. It's just now the access to it and the culture, right? The culture has accepted it to where it's literally become a mindset and a way of life for certain women, versus just being a music that they like.
You've seen the video with again, I don't know if it's scripted because nowadays with social media, I don't know what's true from what's false. But the young woman who went on a date with the dude, and there was 18 other women or 17 other women.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that was real or not, but I heard it though. But I think that was for
just
views.
the mindset.
I think it was for views.
Even if it was for views, right? Imagine that's still going on.
Yeah, it is. It is.
There is this world, and women. We giving y'all like game why the single life may not change if you don't adjust these things. I'm telling you. You got a birthday event, and that's a great example to a birthday event. The man invites your friends. They come. They're your friends to support you. They want him to pick up the tab. Why? Because he invited them. Yeah. So he should pick up a tab of 18 to 25 people. Yeah. And that's what makes him a real man. Correct.
Yeah, see, me, I'm more of a realist, right?
This is crazy.
I'm more of a realist, right? I like to take it back to
Rachel's.
I like to unplug from the electricity, from the online, and get back to reality, right? And what do I mean by that? Of course, there's going to be eye candy all day. There's going to be women who are beautiful. There's going to be guys who you think are so, they're good looking to you. But I'm not interested into that because I know that that's just the outside. There's many Lamborghinis with no engine in it. Right? Mm-hmm. There's many BMWs who got who are lemons. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense to you. So my point is this: just because somebody looks good on the outside, we know nothing on the inside. We know that, right? Women specifically know that. But in this world that we live, the way that I vet, right, when I'm looking at women, is the first thing I'm going to look at is her profile to see how often she's looking for attention.
That's.
What do I mean by that?
That's a turn off.
What do I mean by that? Not that you have a lot of photos. Cool, have a lot of photos. Do you think? But it's not just women, it's men. It's both sides. This is something game for everybody. If you want to know the level of maturity for the person. Men shirt off every minute, knowing they ain't even fit.
So
I'm not against it if this is what you do. Listen, if this is your bag, you're a content creator.
Yeah,
and you're an influencer, and this is what you want to do, as in you have a business plan behind it. Okay, cool. It is what it is. You're not my cup of tea, but that's cool. You're for somebody. My point is this, though. There are people who are not for nobody. This is just what they do because they like to be included in the like does something to their brain. Just that like. The comment does something to them. The DM in the inbox does something to them. It builds self-esteem.
They like that. They're like, damn, she bad. Oh, she.
Yeah, it makes them feel, oh my gosh, I just feel so important. So this goes back to the last thing of knowing yourself. There's a lot of people who really don't know themselves. The reason why is because they never took time to know themselves. What do I mean? There's many women I've dated who really, I realize now, looking back retrospectively, they never knew themselves because they were a slave to their emotions. I didn't know if I was dating this person or this person. I didn't know if you wanted me to love you this way or this way.
You know what?
And the reason I didn't know is because you didn't even know.
I'm gonna say this too, like women,
because you didn't know yourself.
While we talking about all these things to prepare these women to eventually find a man, right? But because we're telling you guys the faults, the issues. Because without understanding the issues, you're not going to understand where the underlying factors
lay. You can't weed out the quality.
Exactly.
From the garbage.
One of the things that I must say that I feel like men need to do better with is speaking up and telling women about themselves. When they do something wrong or something that don't make no goddamn sense, tell them.
That's fine, but here's the problem, B.
And tell them, even if you gotta tell them, like, look, even though we didn't work out, but at the end of the day, I just want you to know, for the next person you date, this might be the best, man.
Here's why.
I left the woman. I'm gonna tell you something. I left the woman, and I could always go back to the milk story. There's so many stories, but I used the milk one, right? And till this day, she probably thinks I broke up with her because of milk. But it wasn't the milk. It's that the man is bringing 100% in the relationship.
And you have 60-40.
Yeah, you bringing some not even a 60. You bring like a 16, and you think because your beauty and your vagina, you think that
compensates for the rest of the 90, whatever, 80 something that's missing.
And what women, y'all need to understand now too is that a lot of men have gotten to a level where there's more exposure to understand who they really are now.
Then
Men are not the old men. They don't know what dating is about. They don't know what bad qualities certain women carry.
Yeah.
Men are now aware. They're informed. They're aware. They're exposed to more information on how mentally, physically, psychologically, how you deal with women and how their habits work. That's why for some of you, if you catch a man go on 2 dates with you and he don't even call back, man, what I did wrong, it ain't what you did wrong. He already realized what you know, there's
You're not for him.
You're not for him immediately. He's not wasting his time no more because men are tired of being used. Men are tired of women making it seem like they're the only commodity in the relationship. Men are tired of women being immature and not being held accountable. You know what I'm saying? And men are tired of this independent mindset.
Big ass babies.
Yeah, you know, like it's cool and it's acceptable. Men are just tired of it, and nowadays, shit, men. I see a lot of men now. They're willing to sacrifice. Like, look, I'm willing to. Hey, look, you want child support? Here you go. That's how much I want to deal with you.
You know.
You want this? Here you go. I'm done with you.
About that.
I could care less. That's how much.
But you know how women really lose to that point of the child support. Just because you got child support doesn't mean you got child support.
Oh no, that's just monetary. It's just Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something I learned. Let me tell you this shit right now. Women, let me tell you something. Women, I want
because you got to check.
Women,
you got to check because the court can't force them to get the child support.
Women, open your minds up. I'm gonna give y'all raw game tonight, man. For real, women, like listen, like, tune in. When you think you got a guy for child support, you didn't win. Because some men, first of all, they go manipulate whatever they need to manipulate to make sure they don't pay you enough. That's one. And two, some will pay because they know what's more important is your time. You got the money, but you don't have time to do shit. Men ain't stupid. So before you think, oh, I got him because I got the child support, it's satisfaction to you.
But
think about this. It's the child. You don't have time to do nothing, but you got the money. Who really won? Really think about it. Now the child's living with no father, no mother, or whatever the case may be, vice versa. Really think about that, people. Because some of you swear on everything. The moment you got child support, I won. You sure? And then you wonder why the kids grow up and be terrorizing, shooting, being bad as heck. Like, people, think about your decisions, women. Like, sometimes it's okay to
just be alone for a second, but know exactly the results. I would say the solutions would be is know who you are. Take time to really know.
You got to take time to know who you are. Ask yourself
what your maturity level really is like. If somebody does you dirty, are you the type to just snap and go crazy, or are you the type to say, you know what?
Two wrongs don't make a right.
I know better now. Because here's what I'm looking for.
It's right? True. It's true.
Depending on how you handle issues, that lets me know this is what you're going to teach exactly my seed.
Correct.
This is how petty you are? Oh, I don't want my seed from you. I'm good. Because you don't have it in you to say, you know what? You didn't even know better. You were ignorant. You didn't even know better. I'm going to let you go ahead and slide. Because if your child goes through some issue, they're going to see you do one thing, but you're going to chastise them to do something else. Why are you hitting people in school? Da-da-da-da-da. Girl, he over here being bad, but then he sees you do the most pettiest things to random people in the street. Bitch, why you cut me off? This ratchet mindset.
Yeah, going to restaurants. A motherfucker forgot to bring you a lemon or a motherfucking lime. You acting crazy. Like you grew up drinking water with fucking lime.
This is
at the end of the day, a person made a mistake, they made a goddamn mistake. Some women going off the hinges. Oh my God, did I tell this man bring me a lime?
It goes both ways. Men do the same too, right? But my thing is this. Is that no matter what, know yourself, because you're going to lose yourself on this online stuff. You're going to lose yourself easily on this online stuff. As soon as you click off this right now, you click off, you watch it, you log into IG, you right back again, hypnotized, right? Mm-hmm. So the way to wake that up is to get out in the real world. It's not trying to find your man here and find him here.
Mm-hmm.
Go out somewhere or speak to somebody. Or if you do find him here, ask real questions. Look at his profile. Is he posting every 10 minutes? What does he post? People tell you a lot. You have to understand, 75% of communication is through the body.
Oh, body language is everything.
Without even opening the mouth.
Correct.
So 75% of what you're telling me,
in a minute.
75% of what you're telling me is already on what I see on your profile. So I'm going to address you how you're speaking to me. You're telling me, I want you to slap my ass. I want you to look at me like a little. I want you to hit me in the DMs and tell me you want to hit it. That's what you're telling me. But then when you speak, you expect respect like you're Michelle Obama. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, that's not what you're telling me. So there's a conflict. There's conflicting messages.
Conflict of interest, for sure.
Conflicting messages. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing, which is why I say certain women and men, but certain women should just not be with certain men or just not be with men at all until they kind of get those things. But specifically, fix that old situation. If you encounter a bad relationship, let that heal. Forgive him first. Because if you don't forgive him, you're going to bring that bitterness to me. Please forgive him.
I love how you said the whole forgiveness, right?
Forgive him, women, for real. Not just saying it, but forgive him.
At the end of the day, a person do you wrong.
I don't hold that shit so long.
I get it. You're emotional. I'm going to hold it till death do us part. No, that's not how it works. Women have done me wrong.
Forgiveness is for you, it's not for another person.
It's cool. I can still cordially say, hey, what's up? It ain't nothing more than that, but I can cordially say, hey, what's going on? How you been? Great. Nice seeing you. I got to get going. It's cool. But all that negativity you bring into your life is so true. But again, here's the biggest thing too. Women and men who weren't taught how to date. So we date based on, like how you say, some people date based on social media. Some people date based on somebody else's dating experience. Oh, well, look, this is what my homegirl did. I'm going to just copy. Well, that's your homegirl.
Right. Environment or heredity. You were raised this way.
Correct.
This is who you always around.
Correct. And these things make a difference because mentally, we're going to go back to that immature mindset thing, right? Mentally, women, you got to understand. I love how you say know who you are. Like, you got to start identifying your weaknesses. You got to start understanding your strengths. You got to start understanding how do you get better as a person.
How you want to be loved. What you're willing to give. What you're not willing to give.
For sure. And I love when women say this, oh, just talk to me. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. A lot of women cannot handle conversations. And I'm be honest.
When you say conversations, though, what do you mean? Talk about truth?
The truth.
Oh, okay.
Because men, how we get a respond, it's not how they would like for the response to come out.
Of course.
And then, of course, it mentally puts them in an emotional state of mind of, he disrespected me. Men and women do not talk the same. We don't.
Our communication is
very different. It's just, I don't know. It's never going to be a soft situation. I'm very aggressive, I must say. But I'm not that type of, I'm not rude, but I'm aggressive. I'm not going to lie when I talk. But I'm not that, but usually I'm not going to lie when I say something, it's pretty correct. But I've learned that women, they want you to say it in a way where it softens their emotion. It's sweet and it's delicate. Yeah. And
I see we loaded up with questions. Let's see what the comments are talking about.
All right, here we go. Jill, put your questions below, people. We're talking about a real topic tonight. Why is certain women not ready for a man? What are things you need to fix about yourself? We talk about the independent woman, the woman that feels she's independent. She don't need nobody.
Independent.
She's too independent. She got a great career. She got a great job. And sometimes, and this is so funny about the whole independent part. Oh, she's a nurse. Like, that's the best career in the world, right? Or she has a business. The business sometimes is not even profitable. Or she has a business.
No, she has an LLC.
She has an LLC with a business that's not even profitable. Or she makes $80,000 a year or $100,000 a year, and she feels she's gonna talk to men any kind of way based on the trashy men she's been dating. So when she finds a quality man that responds to it, oh, he ain't my type. Right. Oh, he don't deserve this.
Right.
No. So yeah, that's what you need. A man that's keeping it real with you, because that's what's gonna get you out of that single box that you're living in.
Mm-hmm.
Especially for a woman that's going towards 40, you really need to look at yourself and say, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
I got this independent mindset. I think I know it all, and I'm never wrong as usual. And I need to change some things about it, because honestly, there ain't no man picking me up.
These girls, they resorting to inmates. Like
That shit crazy. Whoa. What I heard, whoa.
Listen, I saw a chick posted on my IG on Facebook. It's a white girl posted on Facebook with her boyfriend. He's an inmate, like legit. He inside.
He doing the 10-pack.
And he inside with the whole get up, and she's holding him like she on visitation. Now I don't know if she knew him beforehand or not, but
she got some mental.
My point is, when I just saw it, I was just like, man, they probably did have a relationship beforehand.
Correct.
But I don't even want to say it, but I'm gonna say it. Certain people, men and women, because men do it too. Men, our shit is way low, but a lot of women have no standard for who they deal with. It's all based off of just the feeling.
Yeah,
and we know that emotions are not the best place to make decisions.
Well, that's correct. I mean, you got to realize you should make decisions off reality.
There's certain women that tell me, listen, if this is this, we can never work. I'd rather that than when it gets to that point. All right, I'm gonna just do it for you. So you don't stand for nothing.
Yeah, you ain't got no standards.
You don't stand for nothing, so you're gonna fall for anything.
And that's exactly what it is. Think about it. Women are dating inmates.
A lot of men are like that too.
Women are dating men just because of money. Women are dating some men just because of status. Mm-hmm. Women are dating or getting impregnated by men just because they're reaching a certain age or they look good together. Oh my God, I'm getting close to 40. Let me just let this man get me pregnant.
Oh, we're cute.
We look cute together. Everybody, oh my God, y'all do look good. And that's the reason you dated them. But you know what I mean?
What's the comments looking like?
What are wife qualities outside of beauty and career? Well, that's a good one. I love that. Rachel was pop. Rachel Cash. Shout out to her.
We'll get back to that podcast.
We're gonna come right back to that comment. That's a real good one. We're gonna really dig into that. Juju said, "Correct me when I'm wrong." Great topic. That's absolutely correct. See, oh no, I guess when she said the whole city girl culture. Correct me when I'm gonna be honest. The whole city girl culture movement. I'm gonna be honest. What I'm worried about is the young women. The young women that don't know the difference of entertainment and reality.
They're gone, bro.
They're gone.
Worry about it. They're already gone.
You got young women that right now, 17 years old.
They're already gone.
If a man ain't scamming, if he ain't got a certain type of truck, or if he ain't selling drugs, they don't want him. That's just what it is. It's sad. But these young women, I hope y'all mothers really giving some great guidance to these women or these fathers that's out here to really give y'all daughters some great advice, because these young women, they're gone mentally. It's a whole different world. And sadly, some of these parents don't even know because they work so goddamn much. They don't know what the hell is going on. They work so much goddamn. They work so much goddamn hours. They don't know what's going on. Some parents work so much they don't know what their kids up to when it comes to the dating world. They don't know what the hell going on. Taking overtime hours. They busy as hell. And them young kids doing what they got to do. Dealing with scammers, dealing with drug dealers, young boys that's just doing all type of criminal acts. Let me see. Those are not real women though. Those are girls. Oh yeah, Rachel, you're talking correct. There's a lot of.
You know what? To that point, I've seen a lot of women decide when to be women who claim that same statement, but also the majority of the time when something doesn't go right, whenever there's adversity, they become girls.
Mm-hmm.
Any adversity, they become girls. They don't get what they want. Wow. Like they get into this brat princess situation to where I like a woman to woman. Like, babe, I know right now may not be the best time, or da-da-da. If you know what you're asking is going to be something that's a stretch. But if you know it's not a stretch, and you with somebody, certain things you should just know. So then, but if he says, no, we can't do it, let's go next week, not this week. Okay, cool, but let's compromise. See what I'm saying? How you compromise, how you conflict with your man tells a lot about the maturity. Because that's going to tell you how long y'all going to be together. And women don't know, that's the major key right there. How you conflict with us.
Mm-hmm.
How you conflict with us will get you whatever you want. That's like the key to the universe right there. You want to know wife qualities? Conflict will be the best in every other girl. You're gonna get whatever you want. all that, get whatever you want, baby. That's for women who know how to conflict with you. Because when we go through adversity, she makes it to where it's like, not that I get my way all the time or she gets her way, but she handles it in a way to where it's not like, I need to get out the house for a week because I don't want to be around her, or I don't want to talk to her tonight. You get what I'm saying? It's not like a...
resolution through toxic issues it's not something that's really taught, especially in the culture. You know what I mean? Like, nobody really teaches you how to deal with it, how you resolute.
I don't want to hear none of that teaching them, because
how
now...
do you come to a common ground?
No, because now we got YouTube. We listen, we in 2022 now. Ain't no more excuses, bro. YouTube's been around for many years. And we've been in the information age for almost 10 years now. Like, real deal information age. At this point, listen, if you're 30-something, you're late 20s, there should be no, I'm still trying to figure something out. You're not going to be perfect. Let me repeat that. But certain things in your life, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to being an adult, when it comes to finances, mentality, there should be no you're waiting for somebody you weren't taught. Those excuses is out the window. Because it literally takes a simple Google search.
I'm gonna say this too, Rachel. The question you asked about what are wife qualities? I'm gonna say this. As you guys know, I just got engaged, right? And what made me pick and feel comfortable with my decision, it's not like nobody forced me. You know what I mean? But a man, like, the key to a man's heart, first of all, is food. That's one, right?
Food number two for me.
Women,
I need that peace, baby.
Peace is so important.
I need that peace.
The moment you bring in stress, I'm gonna tell you
something.
Like,
cook. I need that peace.
Like, I'm that type of guy. I don't like feeling controlled, like, at all. Like,
peace involves sex every day.
Yeah, there's some men that.
Yeah, you heard me.
That feel.
My appetite is heavy.
My biggest thing is not being controlled. Like, I don't like women that's controlling, and I take it so serious, it's crazy. Like, I don't like women.
So you can control me. You grab me by the neck and let me down.
Yeah, the sexual side, that aspect is cool.
That's about it.
But I want, like, women to understand too, sexually, you got to understand the man's sex language. That's the big thing. Because if a man is on a sexual level of where he likes sex 4 days a week, or you on some one-day shit, you got to understand that's a problem. Because they say, and this is very common throughout men, where women sex decline by like 95% when you get married or engaged. And I'm gonna be honest, it's a real problem.
You know what it is?
It's a real problem. And
they say it's our fault. They may be, and they're valid. They have valid points for that. We do something that changes or whatever.
You ain't dating them no more.
You're not that. You just hit it on the head.
You ain't dating them anymore. Mm-hmm.
That's the key that a lot of men.
Dating women.
That's the key a lot of men forget, right?
Mm-hmm. You keep dating them and you'll be straight.
You keep dating them, you'll be straight.
Mm-hmm.
But if you put her in the side pocket, that thing gonna go. That's gonna get cobwebs, right? Yeah. You gotta keep dating them, and it's vice versa. You should always be dating your man as well, because if you keep him guessing, you'll have his attention. Mm-hmm. If you don't keep him guessing, and his attention is gonna wander, because definitely, unfortunately, there's a girl down the street who looks 10 times better than you. To him, not to all his homies. To him. Because everybody has a different palette when it comes to women, as in men. So you might be his wife, but he might like that girl down the street. Oh my God, bruh. But the only reason he can see that girl down the street because you stopped dating him.
Oh, yeah, very true.
And it's vice versa.
It's very true.
You start eating all the burgers and stuff. You don't go to the gym, 6 packs ain't, you know what I'm saying? Your belly looking crazy. You treating her like you're not loving her. You ain't grabbing her the same ways. Obesity
is another problem too. Women, I'm gonna say this. Women, when y'all get in your 30s,
this shit's not easy, man. But
and I get it. I've gained weight, and I'm in jiu-jitsu class. I also work out, but also it's important to eat better, right?
Yeah, jiu-jitsu, yeah.
I'll be real with you. For this is for cardio. The cardio.
I don't want no problems, bro. Whatever you say, bro. I don't want no problems, bro.
But women understand too. Your weight makes a difference to some men. For some of you, you've gained a lot of weight. And your man, which is crazy to say, and there's a lot of men that do this, they may not say nothing to you, which is crazy. How you getting mad at the woman? But
he gonna lie to you.
You ain't telling her that you don't like her weight. And that's why you're not sexually attracted to her no more. Because men, I'm be honest, when a man sexually checks out, oh, it's a problem. Oh my God, it's a real problem.
Infidelity is there.
It's 100% fidelity going to be there because he checked out. Like when you ready, it's up to you. You give him once a month, he could care less because that's just what it is. He doesn't care anymore because especially if he talked to you like I've had women when I've talked to him, and nothing has changed, and I'm like, okay. Women understand. You want a man. You want to be the catch. You gotta bring it, women. Women, you gotta bring it.
What's the next comment before we close out? What else we got? Nothing else?
Rachel says she's still standing by her statement.
Which one? City girl culture.
City girl culture.
Oh no, she 100% facts.
She 100%.
We ain't even debating that, Rachel. We could pin that if we could. It's definitely a culture.
Okay, Juju just put a whole paragraph on her ass right now. She says, shouts out to Juju was popping. She says, but why does independence intimidate men?
It's not about intimidation. This is
I had a man ask me, how do I manage as a single woman raising a daughter? And I had to tell him I work and my child's father provide for her financially, but that doesn't negate the fact that I still need a man. No.
Boy, he shouldn't ask you that question in the first place.
That question
lets you know he's not the one. He's not the one. He's not the type of dude you should be paying attention to. But secondly, because that's a dumb question. Why does it matter? Did you know her favorite color yet? Like, that's a dumb question. You know what I'm saying? Like, what type of flowers she like? Like, I'm not going to ask you, oh, how do you manage this?
Imagine a man ask
how do you manage
your life?
What do you mean? That is, you never grew. You were definitely raised with a single mom. Because I can easily tell you I know how you managed it because I saw it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, because that's how I was raised. So this is what I mean, right? But nonetheless, it's not an intimidation thing. Men are not intimidated the way you may think, ladies. It's not an intimidation thing. It's a comfortability thing. It's an ego thing, right? Because we want to feel needed. It sounds crazy, fellas may come at me, but we rather you ask us for the money than me asking you for the money.
Correct.
I'd rather you ask me to pick you up than me asking you to pick me up.
And that's a real man. That's a real man.
Because why? It goes back to what T said in the statement. When I said it from the beginning, because we pour in. We're assets. We're not liabilities. We're designed to give it to you first. You're designed to take what we give you and multiply, preserve it, make it better. That's just the DNA. That's just how the law of life works. You know what I'm saying? I feel great when I buy a set of flowers, put it right there. When I pick you up, you hop in the car. Oh, thank you. I didn't do it for the thank you. I did it because to let you know that you were on my mind. Because I felt good doing it. Right? Whether we had sex or not, not my business. It was just to show you that you know, so you know that I ain't slipping. Like, you thought I forgot to see you.
You know what I'm saying? So, man.
Come on, man. Rose is ready, girl. Stop playing with whatever you like. You know what I'm saying? Tulips, whatever the orchids, whatever you like, it's right here. As soon as you pull in the car, oh my God, I wasn't expecting that. Open the door for you. It's not just because I've just met you. It's my standard. That's just me. But if a man doesn't do that for you, that doesn't mean he may not be a good man. This is why it goes back to knowing yourself. Are those your standards? And do they align with his? Are you willing to bring some of yours down to align with his? Or are you willing to keep certain standards up? What are your non-negotiables? How do you want to be loved?
And I'm going to say this too, women. Don't over-compromise. That's a problem too. It's a balance.
You're not supposed to.
Because if you over-compromise, you lose your identity.
And here's another
thing.
Because
now you're becoming somebody that you're really not. So make sure the compromise is balanced where you're still getting your non-negotiables, he's still getting his non-negotiables.
100%.
And it makes sense. Because there's a lot of women that I did everything for him. You see that problem right there?
To that point right there.
That's a problem.
I was just about to bring it up.
I did everything for him.
No, I was just about to bring it up. Because people, I'm going to say this again. Go back and watch Jason's video, right? And this, whether you're religious or not, you're going to get gems from it.
Yeah,
you got to be
sure.
a Christian, you're going to get gems from it. It's called Pour In. or real men pouring is what he calls it, right? So this is how we came up with this topic. But my point is this. He stated to the women specifically, be careful. And I'm going to say this to y'all as well. Be careful pouring too much into us. Let me repeat that again. Be careful pouring too much into us. Meaning doing too much. When you're pouring too much into us, you have to be careful with that. Because remember, we are designed to be leading in that aspect, in a sense. Well, real men should be.
Correct.
So we should be the ones pouring in a little bit more. Not saying that we're going to be the simps and we're going to do all this, give you what you want stuff. Stick to what I'm saying. My point is this. Real men like to give. The real women should learn how to receive and multiply. Not receive and keep.
Mm-hmm.
Receive and harvest. I come home with a bag of seeds. In 3 months, there better be a garden back there. Right? I better have orchids, banana, whatever seeds I brung you, you should have planted it, watered it, make sure the soil was right, cut some of the weeds out at the right time while I'm out there getting more seeds. That's how we're supposed to work together. And I feel like some women forgot their role, which is why TV said we're raising them to be men.
I'm gonna focus on that whole statement. You said work together statement. Women,
I see some more paragraphs.
dating is a team effort.
It is.
And a lot of women, they're not team players. I'm being honest. This is a real problem. That's a real problem.
No, that's some stuff on his chest. Like me out.
Yeah.
He said y'all not team players, huh?
Some women are not team players.
No, I don't believe that, bro. Women team players, bro.
No,
they the
some
biggest
women,
team player in the house, bro.
No, not at all. That's some
they're
bullshit.
natural nurturers, bro.
That's some bullshit. That's just some happy life shit. That's some bullshit. But what's reality is, if you know your man, what he loves, his hobbies, what you love, he understands your hobbies. He's gonna know when to say, look, hey, look, you've been working hard. Look, let's go do some of your hobbies today. He's gonna be a team player. You know what? Look, I know we'll get some my girl excited. Let's go do what gets her excited.
Let's go on this nature trail and let's go kayak.
He's gonna sacrifice some
He
time.
knows what you like.
That's a part of to being a team player. You gotta sacrifice. You know what? Damn, I'm gonna take this loss. We gotta take this loss together. Fuck it. We're gonna take this game together. Fuck it. You gotta be a team player. Some women, oh, I don't do that. I ain't touching this. I don't do this. I don't do this. I don't try this. I don't do this. I don't.
So it's only what you like.
It's only what you like, huh?
If you think it's boring, you don't want to go. If it's no, I'm good. That sounds boring. What else are we gonna do? Like, it's where is your part?
Shelly V was popping. Shelly V said, no, it's mostly men that are not team players. And most of my experience, you got to step up the quality of men. I'm telling women, the biggest thing I see from talking to women is the quality of men y'all date.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'll be talking to like I don't know
like
where I
maybe finding some women sometimes find some low quality men.
Y'all be getting these great value men.
But here's the funny about it. Here's the funny part. Women,
y'all need some kosher men. Y'all getting these whole food.
Women, exactly. They getting great value men. Like, you know what's funny? A lot of women, when they're single, they have the best advice when it comes to finding. Oh, look, I'm looking. Oh, I ain't gonna let no man do me like that. But it's like, your last 3 to 5 men has been such bad. Some women can't name 2 quality men they dated. 2 quality men of
no, they can't. They can name you 2 rich men or men who they had money they dated, but not quality like you said.
Yeah, that's the difference. Just because a man has money, that doesn't mean he's rich. I mean, that doesn't mean he's quality.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean he has substance. Right. Because he's a football player, that doesn't mean he has substance. You know what I mean? Football players slapping their wives, slapping their girlfriends,
beating them up, treating
them
you
like
see that video that went viral a few years ago?
Which one?
The one with the guy in Florida. He came home to the girl, he was dating the white girl. He just boom threw her, boom, and then he ran off, and they had to go find him. Yeah, man. Listen, bro.
Sherry said we got to do a segment on what is a quality man. We
already spoke of that. We're gonna do that eventually. We're gonna do that eventually. We did that already before, but that's what we spoke about. Understanding what a man boy is, right? A lot of y'all dating these man boys. And we'll go back into that. We'll do a man boy section number 2. But it's just a lot of dynamics to it, and I think that upgrading the level of people in general that's in your life, from friends to conversations, the things you things you watch, your content,
for sure,
and the people you decide to go after and date. If there needs to be an elevation, just like how you want to go to the gym to elevate your body can only go so far until you elevate your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and turn off that Netflix. Stop watching this little reality show you like to watch. And why don't you watch a documentary?
To open up your mind to a
Why don't you
conversation.
watch something motivational? Why don't you go back to the cookie? Why don't you listen to, I don't know, go on YouTube and look up, something about something else. But my point is this. If you do not change, it'll continue getting the same results. So if you think you're going to just find, the man just going to find you, a lot of y'all think just the man you want just going to find you. When you sit in the house all day, you're hard to find, nowhere to be found. You never post, but you think he's just gonna find me one day.
You go to church, you go work, you go home. You don't go out. You don't try nothing different. You don't try different spots. You don't listen to different types of music. You don't try different types of news. All you know is Channel 7 local.
No.
You don't know CNN. You don't know international. You don't know WLRN.
No.
And women, this is a real problem. If you're not opening your mind, you go out to eat, you eat the same shit.
Yeah.
The man can't even tell you, okay, well, you know what, today we're gonna, this is a truffle. This is one of our truffle macs. But here's the thing about this truffle: it's made from.
He don't even. Yeah. That man is well spoken.
Well spoken about the
He
dish.
can show you something different. He knows when to dress up, when not to. He knows how to dress to the event, to the occasion. He don't got sneakers for everything.
Mm-hmm.
He know when to pull the shoes out, when to pull the loafers out, when to keep the shirt button open, when to tie it up. He understands these basic things. He understands how to speak to you, when to hold your hand, these are just things that just by default for certain men, that some men need to go through a boot camp.
For sure.
And there's a difference.
But
Same thing with women. There's a difference. I go out certain places with certain women. I don't even have to order because she knows me so much to where it's like, hey, how are you? She's such a people person. Hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Yes, thank you so much for being on service. Yes.
Where you from? Oh my God.
Yeah, so he's gonna have the salmon with the kale salad and how do you want it, baby? Okay, and we're gonna get some water. Like, she already acting like a wife.
Yeah.
Meaning she's taking that initiative because she knows what her man's want.
Nah,
he don't
that's
got
not what it is. But you got so many women dating niggas that all they know is chicken wings. All they know is the honey garlic wings.
Or it's well, you supposed to order for me. You tell me what you think.
I mean, it's a real problem. Women,
this tick for tat stuff has to stop.
You gotta start challenging yourself to dating quality men.
This tick for tat stuff has to
And
stop.
quality men does not mean he makes a lot of money. A quality man that can challenge you mentally, teach
Quality
you things.
mindset.
It's a mental thing.
It's a
mental. Because the money come with it. As you get to know the man, you want to make sure he's stable because the man say he makes a certain amount of money, that don't mean he's the best. You want to make sure he really got his life in order. Even if your boy Bob from Mentourme.com, we can stay too long. It's almost 11 o'clock. I was going on 12. I hope you guys enjoy the segment, man. This is every Thursday night. We talk about relationships, real life.
Yeah, we got some good comments tonight. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. We appreciate y'all.
Always.
But what we'll do, you let us know. Y'all reach out to us in the DM.
Yeah. Tell us what topic y'all want us to speak about. Tell us
what you think you want to go into. But I definitely know a few that I want to talk about next time as a follow up. Because women do have this question. They have a problem with finding quality men. They keep dating the same low level, great value.
You know what I would love to do?
That can never really. I don't know, man.
I think we should do a segment on teaching women, since women like to date through apps. How do you clean up the problem? Okay, this is the issues men are looking at when they're picking on these apps. Because here's the thing too. Women got these old ass high school photos.
Oh, don't talk about this. Don't talk about this.
Old ass high school photos.
Yeah, man.
5-paragraph fucking essay that
how to present yourself.
A man is not gonna read no 5 paragraphs.
Stop telling us what you're not looking for, because we don't care for that.
If you think it's gonna be a one night stand, let me tell you something. Once you say that, usually that's what
you're already gone.
You're automatically.
We don't care about all the previous dudes who were in your inbox asking for a one night thing. That doesn't tell us that you're a quality woman because you want something more than a one night thing. Remove that completely.
And it's a real balance.
Tell me about you.
And it's a real balance because some women think, oh, let me put a big ass 4-5 paragraph.
I do not want I'm not about that one night life.
Correct.
I'm not looking for friends with benefits. okay, so when do we get, like, it's all fine print you talking about. When do we get to the good stuff?
And then there's also a balance too, where women, they go over and beyond with, oh, I want to show off my vocabulary skills. Okay, men ain't reading that shit. Like,
yeah,
it's a balance. Keep it simple. So I think that's a big thing too. Pictures, what type of pictures,
quality of them.
You know, the quality of pictures. You know, updating the pictures. That's another thing too.
And before you put yourself out there, put your best self out there. So unfortunately, you may think, "Oh, I'm cute. I could deserve it." No. Take your butt to the gym. Go get right. Go do, because if it comes to us, you want us to go take our butt to work, get that bank account right, go get certain things in order, have our ish together, right? Go get your ish together. Go take your butt to the gym and get right. Get fine.
So that
become undeniable. So when he see you, it's just I can't let her go.
He gotta have it.
I gotta have it.
He gotta have it. And what women understand, like,
because if you live in certain states, Tristan Thompson ain't being fake. It don't matter what level of life you in, from rich to broke, people get cheated on. Okay,
I'm gonna keep it real.
Let's tell you this now.
And I love how you say that, because Tristan Thompson, multi-millionaire, dating for what some people would consider the best, which I'm not gonna say even Kim Kardashian women are the best looking.
Not at all.
I don't find the most attractive women.
For me.
I get this world, how social media works. They keep pushing.
All they got is money, because aside from the money part, I'm good.
Yeah, they ain't even like. I get. I mean, they're not ugly women, but it's not like. It's not a situation where like they're the most beautiful women in the world.
Like in the room, I'm not picking them.
That's not even that serious. But we have this world where I've learned that society and social media could promote it. Oh my God, they're the most beautiful. And now everybody, oh my God, I want to be like him. No, but you need to be like yourself. It is
the best version.
The best version of yourself. That's the honest truth. Because y'all want a man to be sexually attractive. You want a man to stimulate your mind. You want a man to teach you things. But at the end of the day, you can't.
Come in half-ass. You
come in 10,
love handles out of control. You know what I'm saying? Double chin.
Can't hold a conversation.
We looking ridiculous.
All you know is motherfucking local Channel 7 news.
Pounds of makeup. You kissing the girl. She got makeup left all over your
makeup
face.
Thing, Mike, when
you
I
looking
say
like a clown when you done kissing the girl.
I hate the makeup thing. Like, the makeup thing is so ridiculous. Women have and then the weave off. Just be
makeup is great, but when it's an over, like, listen, I kissed the girl. She gave me. I'm talking about. It was all on here. It was on my nose, because her face was so powdered with the shit. If I even got close to her, the shit was all over me.
And then sometimes, it's crazy too. Some women have a whole bunch of acne that they never took care of. Grown adult acne, you still haven't taken care of acne, and you go put a pound of makeup on top of that acne.
I think that's gonna solve it.
Like a man can't see. Like, he's just blind, and you can't see all them big ass bumps. But again, it is what it is. Be real with you. Women, y'all gotta do what the hell y'all want to do anyway. But this is going by from Mentourme.com.
No, I'm trying to close out right now. Now we gonna stay right there. I want to say that hit a nerve. That hit a nerve for my boy.
Women,
he's gonna be at
women, it's time we hear the truth, right? It's time women hear the truth.
Oh, painful truth.
For real, it's just time to hear the truth.
My God.
Because you got too many women going in that 40 years old, and they all saying the same thing. Oh, now I don't really care. If I get a man, I get a man. That's bullshit. You want a man, but you ain't willing to make adjustments to get.
No, you're not willing
to make adjustments.
You're not willing to bring down your ego.
Yeah, your ego is so high, going closer to 40. And you know what it is when it's time for kids, different people. What do you
Listen,
doing?
I'm going to tell all women and men, but specifically women, because he gave y'all game on this. Go to YouTube, type in T.D. Jakes, and look up Real Men Pour In. You watch that full sermon. I don't care if you're religious or not.
Bailey was popping.
I don't care if you go to church or not. He has a lot of game in that video for y'all. I'm telling you.
T.D. Jakes is amazing, but you know what?
A lot of game in that video for y'all.
Women, there is
and men too.
There is so many relationship gurus in this world today. I can't say all of them is good information, but you could learn a lot by listening to these relationship experts giving you advice. If you're willing to really retain and apply the positive components of what they're talking about.
I'm not labeled as neither. I'm just giving you my personal life experience. But I definitely ain't a relationship guru. I just give great advice.
That's all I do.
That's why I might be advising. But again, in the domains that I feel I'm comfortable. If I don't know nothing about nothing, I'm not gonna give you no advice in oil and gas. I don't know about no oil and gas. Or it was like certain things I'm not gonna give you advice on because I'm gonna direct you where to go. Hey, go to Google, type in that, and then let me know what you find.
And
I have no idea.
It's just the truth. You're listening to two men who have dated a lot of women in their lives. A lot. We're not talking 50, 30. A lot. Okay? And we're just giving you, ladies, great information. Also, men, too. Just our perspective on it.
Y'all fellas need some better friends, man. Y'all boys is out here wilding because this, man. I mean,
you seen the feminine dancing that some of these dudes doing now? Like, dudes is so different. They don't know who the hell they is. Men now is different.
They're not men, man.
They're not men anymore. Some of these men, like, it's just different, bro.
I'm not saying that men are not men. What I'm saying is the things that men are doing are very
suspicious,
questionable.
Yeah, suspicious. Yeah, it's a different world.
When I see you put your phone and you look back here, and I don't know. For me, like I'm too busy. I ain't got time for that. Let's just
what man? And
when I'm not busy, I'm in conversation. I'm giving the opposite sex attention, like in real life. So I don't, in between those two things, or if I'm not doing that, I'm working out or I'm sleeping. So I don't really have time really much for all the extra, like, y'all go to my IG, you gonna see the same 10 photos. I'm not impressed or pressed or feel pressed to want to just, let me post this so y'all can see me today.
I'm lost too because
damn, if y'all see me today. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm lost too because some men, they waste.
It's crazy.
They put so much effort. And remember, I'm an influencer. I'm also an educator. I like to call myself more of a wealth practitioner. If you really think about it, I practice what I preach in wealth. Actually, I'm going to retitle my page tomorrow, Wealth Practitioner. Mm-hmm. But the truth is, it's true. Like some men are on social media all day. So you're gonna date a man that
more photos than you.
He got more photos than you, more videos than you. He's on social media all day, and you don't understand you don't see the issue coming. Like it's straightforward. You're about to waste your time.
Go watch that video. I told you. Go get you a real man.
Hold on. Shelly V going in again. There's another motherfucking paragraph before she goes.
We got more paragraphs before her. If you want to go back, we got paragraphs at the top.
Okay, we got Juju said, "Oh Lord, the makeup. I love my makeup." No, I ain't saying no. Stop your makeup.
Keep the makeup, baby. I'm just saying,
just don't overdo it. You know what I'm saying?
If it's getting on me after I kiss you, then that makeup is too much. You need to bring the layers down a little.
Oh, maybe it's low quality. This could be two different reasons. I don't know. Because some people women got low quality shit. They might want.
That's true. They ain't got the bread.
Yeah, they ain't got the reality.
But certain things you can't be cheap on everything. Okay, yeah. You can't save dollars on everything. Certain things you need. The price is the price.
Baby said, I don't think it's that they don't like makeup, but too much is not necessary. It's true.
That's what we're talking about. Too much is just not necessary.
It's just not
too much of anything really is not necessary. So
Shelly says there's not enough men out there anymore. 30% are gay, 30% are trans, and out of 48% of men they're married, and there's like 100 times more single women. Well,
that's false. Here's why. Because you're just guessing.
Yeah.
You just guess.
If you start to put all those negative, you're never gonna find it.
You just guessing because I don't even got those numbers because those numbers are not out there. You're just not in the right area and spending enough time in the right area.
Baby was popping,
and that 30% is big. So 30% that is available, that's a lot. That 30% is a lot of men.
Here's the real question: for the men that are straight, that's looking for women, that's not on the alternative side. Women, what time do you?
I'm lost. What do you mean by what do you mean by not on the alternative side?
Because there's some men that got the trans in their system where they got the.
Oh, they gay. No. Okay, you talking about straight men. Yeah. You ain't got to sugarcoat it. You either gay, they got their own community. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We gotta respect them. LGBT. Okay, if you're not that,
if you're a straight man, you gotta understand. And
straight men of quality.
And you gotta understand that straight men of quality go certain places, do certain things, appreciate certain lifestyles. Women, in order to meet these type of guys, you're going to have to adjust to where those type of lifestyles hang out.
Correct.
What communication level they speak. They exchange words.
Right.
Because again, you're not going to come up to a man like that talking about no motherfucking Olive Garden.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And it may not always be something lavish. It may be something business related.
And you got to be able to at least hold up to a certain degree.
You might find him at the breakers.
Imagine a man hit you with what's, I was just reading an article on Robert Smith. Yeah, is that an R&B singer? Oh shit.
Yeah.
You don't even know who Robert Smith is. But you see, this is the problem.
But I would rather a woman tell me she don't than act like she do.
But that's true. If she
because
can be
men
honest.
love to teach. Like, oh, you don't know Robert Smith? Okay, because when
man, you can take that to a negative, take that negative to a positive. Because tell me,
because you know why a lot of men like younger women.
They're
23, 22.
You can teach them.
Exactly.
You sound like this whole poetic.
Not only that, there's so many things you could do they've never done yet.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't been to Swan, or you ain't been to this, you ain't been to, we can start from level 1 going up. You know what I'm saying? All these places you've already been, now you can show something. That's the reason why a lot of these dudes like these young girls.
Now we're gonna tap out.
Yeah, let's go ahead and tap out. We went longer than we needed tonight, but guys, listen. We'll let you know what the next topic is. But if you have something you want us to talk about, hit up Bobby, hit up me. You can find us on
I want you guys to give us the next topic. Tell us what do you guys want us to speak about. DM me, email me at mentorme@gmail.
Mm-hmm.
You guys all have my social media. Tell me what's the next topic you guys want us to speak about in regards to helping you guys improve your dating experience.
Correct.
When it comes to dating men or men dating women. Tell us what's the next topic you want us to talk about, and that's what we're going to talk about. Mentorme.com. Appreciate y'all tuning in.
It's your boy Mike the Advisor. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah. Enjoy, guys.